just having this ready to go when I need it. What's really cool about this setup that I have here is I have my A6000 right on here. My buddy Joe let me borrow it because he wasn't using it, so now I'm putting it to good use. So I have it on my microphone arm. Normally I have my mic here, but I actually forgot it, so this is all I have right now. But I think it's actually cool because I have the A6000 on here and I'm getting a top-down shot of this. I can even get like that nice smooth B-roll with it without a slider. Just need to make sure that it moves at like a continuous speed. But that's not why I'm filming this. I'm filming this to show you guys how to keep your hips nice and loose and open while you work. And I feel like it'll really boost your productivity a lot. It'll keep your mood up, and you know, you'll be able to do better work longer. And that's what we're all striving for. So stick around and I'll show you what I got. So just really keep your hips open. These would be my warm-ups. You know, nothing too technical about this yet, but you know, just some warm-up. Just get the hips open nice and loose. Once you got some of those in, then you can actually, if you have the space, to do the exercise. So what we're going for is up, over, and down. So up, over, and down. Really just trying to draw like some circles with your hips and then just keeping it loose while you work. Now I'll actually show myself typing and making it look like I'm working, so that way you get an idea of what I'm doing. And I do this every day while I work next to Stephanie, and she's been really cool about it, and she doesn't really give me any for just moving around so much and fidgeting. But I feel like keeping my blood flowing keeps the blood flowing to my brain, which helps me, you know, do better work. So that's really the goal here. Focusing on your posture. If you have a standing desk and you're standing and working, you don't want to be hunched and slouched forward as you're working. I'll give you guys a side angle so you get a better idea. I mean, there's no point in having a standing desk if you're just going to work and then slouch. You might as well just sit and slouch. Not that much of a difference. It's important to maintain good posture while you're working and standing. That way you get the most out of your standing desk. That's really what I'm all about, is getting the most value out of your product. That's what I do in customer success, and that's what I want to help you do to help you live a happy and fulfilling life. That's what we're all about here. Especially if you know you feel like there's too much energy building up as you're working, you can let it out in a healthy way by keeping those hips open. Back to having good posture, you can stand with your feet shoulder width apart and focus on turning your inner thighs in and clenching your glutes. Stomach sucked in, engaging your core as you're standing, and that builds a strong foundation for your shoulders. That way your shoulders aren't hunched over like this. You can keep them back, your shoulder blades slightly engaged, and then pull your keyboard closer to you, and we're off to the races. Last but not least, your head. Can't forget about your neck. You know, you don't want that protruding rubber neck. So make sure you tuck your neck in and try to work like that. We have the hip opening ones, and if you're able to, try to get some warrior ones in. You know, sometimes we're just sitting at a meeting and we need to, you know, just stretch because we're in meetings all day. It really helps. Now warrior ones, I chose warrior ones because that's my favorite yoga pose. I always have really tight hips on these sides, so I always make it a priority to stretch those out. And some warrior twos. So I guess we're basically doing standing desk yoga. Hence the yoga mat. But seriously, you don't have to do the yoga. You just have to understand the idea of just keeping the blood flowing as you're working. That way your mood will be better, and if you're in a better mood, then you'll be able to do better work. So that's really the idea here that I'm trying to promote here. So yeah, basically you can do your favorite stretches, your favorite exercises. You know, if you've been doing a lot of squats and your quads are tight, then the good old one-legged quad stretch, the flamingo, I think that's what they call it. But yeah, I just want to show you like some creative ways to get your work done. You can keep those exercises going, roll your ankles, you know, anything really is fair game. Make sure you do your sun salutations. Yeah. Oops. Crack your neck. Roll your wrists out. You don't want carpal tunnel. I know it looks silly and it looks like you're moving way too much, but you know, you really feel good. That's really hard to come by, especially when you're working. Always the goal to put yourself in an environment to achieve as much as possible. You know, when something's rendering, you can just, you know, reach up and then dive forward. Focus on your breathing. And maybe if you need it, go just full downward dog. I mean, okay. Just go full downward dog. Just remember to keep your back straight. Oh, crack your neck. Whew. Loosen up those shoulders. I'm pretty sure they're going to be tight from sitting and standing all day. Now, the downward dog is actually really good to incorporate into your exercise because using a standing desk, your calves are bound to get tired. So downward dogs are perfect to stretch those calves out. I used to have like really small calves, like little chicken legs, and that's because I'd be like slouching all day and just like walking around like that. So like my calves never grew. But since I've been standing and working and standing with good posture, my calves actually have grown to the regular size. So I can definitely feel it because they get really tight and really sore downward dogs after you're standing. And then of course when you get tired, you can pull up a chair and then sit down and rest. But then once you feel like you've sat long enough, then just right back up and you keep on going. There you have it, my secrets to getting the most out of your standing desk. Should have had a script and I should have done things in order, but this is what I have right now. So I'll try and put it together and then hopefully it'll be good enough just to give you guys an idea. Once I get some feedback on it, then I can do it again and make a better version. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys took something away from it and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.